Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz, and welcome to episode 7 in our campaign game with GMT Games The Hunters, the World War II combat simulation where you get to command a U-boat in the Atlantic campaign. We've had 6 missions so far and sunk 7 ships. 2 things of note. First, we have yet, since our first mission, we have not been depth charged or attacked by enemy aircraft. A run of good luck that has our crew wondering if we are truly a lucky boat. Having said that, we're drastically short on the tonnage we need to achieve a good result in the game. We need to find more enemy shipping and we need to sink it. And at the same time, we have to keep up our run of good luck. Let's jump into our 7th patrol and see how things go. A quick recap as we start out in this episode. We've sunk 34,100 tons of enemy shipping over our previous 6 missions. Still 16,000 tons short of what we need to get a draw result in the game. And that again goes back to the idea that, we're about a quarter of the way, a third of the way through this campaign. We don't have a lot of tonnage sunk. We really need to start putting ships to the bottom of the ocean. But on a good note, we become a Corvette and Capitan by serving more than a year in the service. We got our promotion to a level 3 out of the 5-tiered commander system for U-boats. And our doctor, Dr. David, has become an expert doctor. All these little things will help us, I think, as we go forward. Now we are all armed and ready to go. Torpedoes and ammo back in the deck gun. Let's see where our patrol takes us. So let's see where our October 1940 patrol takes us. Now, as a Corvette and Capitan, we get to determine our own zone, our own patrol zone, on a die roll of a 1 or a 2. We get a 6. The fates will decide where we go then. So we'll roll 2 dice looking on this 1940 July to December table. Let's see what we get. A 5. A 5 takes us back to the British Isles. Not bad at all on this one, I think. So let's get this patrol underway. So let's get started. Our patrol zone, patrol route will take us out of our pens in France to the Bay of Biscay, transit the 4 British Isles zone, including our lucky zone, where we've gotten our good luck charm, and where I think we've sunk the most ships in the campaign so far. Then back down to transit Bay of Biscay and back into the U-boat pens if all goes well. Let's first try our patrolling. We get to clear the Bay of Biscay. Slightly more dangerous than a regular transit zone. Hoping for a big number. We get a 10 and we're safely through. Excellent. Let's now proceed to our second zone, which is just a regular transit zone. Looking to get through this, we will need better than a 3. So the odds are not so high, but it's got to happen sometimes that we get hit out here, right? We get a 9, and we're through the transit zone as well. Now we head right into the British Isles, and we can start patrolling. I would really like to get a mission where we can sink 2 ships again. Since our first one, we haven't had that opportunity. British Isles, we're hoping, let's see, for a 5 or an 8 would give us a straight-up ship with no escort. We get a 9. God, that's a nothing for us. That's not good at all. Okay, let's go to the second zone. Our patrol continues. We don't want the 9s. An 8 would be nice. A 5. Perfect. Ship and unescorted as well. A second zone looks like this could be a little bit lucky. Let's set this one up. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is to see if it's day or night. On a 1, 2, or 3, it is daytime. 1, it is daytime. So, but again, this doesn't seem to really matter. We will be attacking at close range. It doesn't seem to matter for unescorted ships, for sure. Now we want to roll to see what size target it is. Hoping for a nice fat tanker on a 6. A 3. God, small freighter. Okay, we'll take it. Now we roll to see what the specific target is on our small freighter chart. Let's see what we get. We get a 72, which is 4,900 ton Rio Tercero. Perfect. So 4,900 tons will put us in the small freighter area. This should be, and we're going to come in on the surface because it doesn't matter. And we're going to set this one up. Let's get going now. We can go right into the action, I think, here with our 2. We'll load our deck gun again with these surfaced unescorted targets. We can go through all our weaponry just in cycle and kind of fire one at a time. So we're going to start with our deck guns here on the Rio Tercero. As we close in with our deck guns firing at close range, we will need an 8 or less. There are no die roll modifiers for this. 2 hits with this would sink it automatically, too. First shot is an 8, so the first shot hits. We fire again. 5. Most excellent. Let's roll now to see what damage we got, but because each one will do at least 1 damage, the Rio Tercero is going to the bottom without firing a torpedo at it. Here are our 2 shots. We'll take each one to get a 6 and a 2. Each one of those does 1 damage. That's 2 damage, and the Rio Tercero heads to the bottom of the ocean. A good start for us on this patrol with 2 zones left. We've already got our first sunk ship, giving us our 7th consecutive successful patrol. Let's drive on, let's get back into our patrol zones and see if we can get some more damage. This is off to a good start. Alright, 1 ship under the water. U-86 continues on into its 3rd patrol zone with the British Isles. We'll roll again, see what we get, hoping for more potential here. 6. Oh, here we go. Ship plus escort. We're going for it. Let's set it up. So as usual, the first thing we have to do is to roll for night or day. A 1, 2, or 3, it's day. Hoping that it's night. We're probably going to wait for day if it isn't. A 1. I'm probably going to wait for night if it isn't. It is daytime, which will make it interesting. We do want to make sure we put our escort in the sea escort range. This will dictate that we are more than likely here going to be attacking at medium range. Let's see what type of ship we get now. We get a 4, which is a large freighter. Let's check the tonnage and the identification on this one. We get a 93, which is the 8,100 ton Umtata. 8,100 ton will still give it 3 hits. We would be submerged for this one, I think, unless we were going to wait for the nighttime. We're going to wait for night. The odds are with us. A die roll of 1 to 4. It's going to shift to night. On a 5 or a 6, we lose the target. I really would like to get these 8,100 tons, but I think it's to our advantage on the whole to consistently wait for night unless we have to attack during the daytime. Hoping for a 1 to 4. Yes! Okay, here we go. So, we have switched it to nighttime by waiting with our die roll of a 3. We will come in. I got to figure out what we're going to do next. We're going to start with, I think we're going to just fire a whole array of torpedoes at it, but let me think for a second. Alright, here's our decisions. We're going to go on the surface to get the -1 modifier at night, and we're going to go in at medium range. We're going to go with all 4 of our forward tube steam torpedoes, which gives us 4 shots. Modifying at night, normally it's a 7 or less, but because we're firing at night on the surface, it's -1 to the die roll. So we need 8s or less to hit with all 4 shots. Then we have to roll for duds, and we're going to have to escape detection. It's getting serious here now. None of the other modifiers yet apply. So let's fire. Firing 1. 6. Hits. Fire 2. 6. Hits. Fire 3. 5. Hits. Our crew is dialed in now. Yeah, I jinxed it, of course. 10 misses. So the 4th shot splays wide, but the first 3 connect with the side of the Umtata. Now we have to roll for duds. We need 1s or 2. 1s or 2s are bad. We're going to roll all 3 at once. Let's see how many duds we get. A 2 and a 4 and a 6. So we have 1 dud. The other 2, whoops, sorry, a little bit of turbulence there. The other 2 connect and explode. Now let's see what kind of damage we get on this. We could very well sink it on this round. A torpedoes 1, 2, or 3 does more than 1 damage. We have 2 hits. Let's see what we get. Something good. 2 and a 4. A 2 gives us 3 damage, and a 4 gives us 1 damage. A total of 4 damage. The Umtata explodes and ruptures in half, and it heads straight to the bottom. We have sunk the Umtata with our array of torpedoes. Most excellent work to our crew. Now we come to see if we can escape detection. Alright, so actually, interestingly enough, none of the die roll modifiers impact us yet. In 1941, we'd be adding +1 to the die roll, but we're still in 1940, so it's straight up 8 or less for detection. Hoping for a nice low roll. 7! Yes! We've done it! So we've taken down the Umtata, and we have been able to slip away into the night without any detection from the escort. Excellent work. Our second ship sunk. This might be, so far, our best patrol. And we still have one zone left to search. So as we slip away into the night and leave the Umtata a sinking hulk, we still have more hunting to do. Let's get going. Alrighty, so we leave our third patrol zone, and now we go to our fourth zone in the British Isles. And once again, this has been our lucky zone. I'm not sure if it can keep up the luck here, but all good things have happened to us here. Let's see what type of things happen. Another 5 or an 8 would be excellent. 7. 7 is nothing in the British Isles. Bummer. Our lucky zone failed us, but still, hard to complain on this patrol. We will head back now into the transit zone. Our hunting is done. Now we're just hoping to make it home safely. To make it through the transit zone, we need greater than a 3. 5. It's a little bit close, but we've made it. And now our most dangerous transit zone, which is the Bay of Biscay. To get past this, we need a 5 or better, 4 or less, and bad things happen. A 6. We're through. Back to port. Once again, U-86 remains undetected. We have seen nary an aircraft or a depth charge since our first patrol. Our luck has continued. So let's get into dock here. Let's refit our ship, talk about what lies forward, and prepare for our next mission. Alright, so the refit here is pretty easy for us. It's basically a matter of reloading some of the steam torpedoes into our reserve, and then adding some more ammo to our deck gun here. And our refit's pretty easy. The nice thing about that is it will take only 1 month, the month of November 1940. That's good, because that'll allow us for our next patrol, 8th patrol, to be December 1940. Because in 1941, some of the dice roll modifiers swing against us, both for detection and some of the surface attacks and stuff like that. So if we can get one more patrol in 1940, that's good. Sum up our patrol. This was our most successful patrol. Our first patrol, the one that we were depth charged on and attacked by aircraft, was we sank 11,000 tons. But this time we got the 4,900 ton Rio Tercera for 4,900 tons, and then the Umtata for 8,100 tons, giving us a total of 13,000 tons. Added to our 34,100 tons, we now have 47,100 tons, which is getting very close to the 50,000 tons that you need in order to be able to avoid the defeat category if your U-boat is sunk. So our next patrol, if we could sink something close to, well, 2,900 tons, we would go into the draw category. So still another 53,000 to go before we've actually won the game, if we're to get sunk then. But, you know, as we head into 1941 here, I think things are going to get hard. But we have almost survived 1940. We have our 7th successful mission on 7 attempts, which is good. No promotions here of any note, because that'll be a multiple of 3, and we need to go a whole nother year before, as the commander, we could get promoted. So nothing of note there. That pretty much wraps it up. Another lucky patrol for U-86. I don't know what to say. We've had 6 in a row now without... I mean, of course, we did see an escort. We just escaped it without getting detected, which is a fortunate die roll for us there. But we'll take it. So we'll be back for our 7th patrol, the December 1940 patrol. Until then, let me know what you think. Anything we should be changing and stuff like that. But I feel like, gosh, the U-boat gods have been shining on us so far. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please consider subscribing. We will see you shortly in our 8th patrol. I'm amazed that we've lasted this long. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day.